Hello and welcome to Wednesday's programme.
Coming up tonight between now and 6:30. Good evening. 50,000 people are set to descend on Newquay over the next few days to attend the Boardmasters Festival, which is starting in the town tonight.
For the first time this year, festival goers will be given the chance to have drugs tested. Despite zero-tolerance policies on illegal substances, Boardmasters organisers have decided to follow the lead of other major festivals and offer on-site drug testing.
Our reporter Grace Pascoe is live at the festival for us tonight. So, Grace, that's quite a development there, isn't it?
It is.
Well, back to Grace now. Grace, we can see people arriving there with their rucksacks over their shoulder as well. What's the atmosphere like there at the moment then?
That's
Now, next on this evening's programme, a woman from Barrow in Somerset says that she is frightened for her life because she is struggling to get the treatment that she needs for an eating disorder. Vanessa Holbrow hit the headlines earlier this year when she and her dog won a national prize at Crufts.
Well, since then, she says she's lost a lot of weight and thinks living in Somerset is holding her back from getting the treatment she needs. Well, on top of that, she believes she's lived with an eating disorder for so long because of a misdiagnosis 25 years ago. Ben McGrail has this report. Vanessa sharing her story there. Well, joining us now in the studio is Jan Robertson from Focus Counselling. Jan, thank you very much for joining us this evening. We heard there Vanessa sharing her story, very brave to speak out about it. Presumably she's not alone.
She's not alone.
In the statement there that it's more often 14 to 24-year-olds.
Yeah.
But clearly it's not only 14 to 24-year-olds.
No, it's not. It's not.
So what can people do if they need help, whatever age they are? Because we're seeing that clearly Vanessa is suffering there. She doesn't know where to go. What help is out there?
So I think the best place to start, sadly...
It must be very difficult in your situation as well, because it must be a very slow process being able to help somebody in this situation.
Yeah. The work takes...
And of course there will be people watching this evening, family members or friends who know someone who might be behaving a little bit differently or looking a little bit differently. What can they do to sort of start that process and get that help as soon as possible?
I think the key...
Now, 3 inmates at Portland Prison have climbed onto the roof in protest against their treatment and living conditions. They claim...
A 36-year-old man has been arrested following the discovery of a body near Goodland Gardens in Taunton. 2 cordons at the town. Next on this evening's programme, thousands of people have been marking 100 years since the end of the First World War by making the Great Pilgrimage to France.
For the past 90 years. And you're watching ITV News here in the West Country with John T and Kylie. Thanks very much for joining us this evening. There's plenty more still to come on tonight's programme, including...
And after us, the ITV News continues with the national and the international stories at 6:30. Mary Nightingale has the details. But next on our programme, the Indian batting star lighting up women's T20 cricket here in the West Country. Smriti Mandhana was signed to the region's Super League side Western Storm earlier this summer.
Well, since then, she's put in record-breaking performances and become the competition's top scorer, contributing to Storm's position joint top of the table. Well, today, she was helping out at a girls' cricket camp in Taunton, and Carrie Davis went to meet her.
Unlikely, some pretty good figures in that match there as well, and best of luck to them in tomorrow's game as well. We're going to stay with sport because Truro City football manager Lee Hodges has resigned after just 2 games.
Now, 2 new meerkat pups have surfaced for the first time at Newquay Zoo. They're about a month. Now, this summer, we're looking for more exceptional people to represent our region as regional fundraiser at the Daily Mirror Pride of Britain Awards, and we need your help.
Yes, we do. We want to hear about stories about amazing fundraisers who come up with creative, ingenious or simply industrious ways to raise much-needed cash for good causes.
Now, the British Firework Championships will explode into action above Plymouth Hoe tonight. Thousands are expected to watch spectacular displays like the ones from last year. Yeah, teams from all over the world enter the competition with preparations going on throughout the day. Nick Smith has sent us this report. Nick Smith there, and we will let you know how it goes on the late news this evening, and also have the weather forecast with Charlie to find out what it's going to be like there. Yeah, but it is time now to go back to Newquay and Boardmasters Festival. Now, it was originally set up as a celebration of surfing, and that tradition continues. And there's an international competition taking place off Fistral Beach over the next few days. Kathy Wardle is live for us there tonight. Kathy, how's the surf looking? The sea's looking beautiful. Well, Kathy Wardle was talking there about the surf. I'm not going to ask you to tell me about the surf conditions, Charlie, but you can tell us about the weather conditions, can't you?
I had a look at the surf conditions.
Can
actually,
you? You're a
because
surfer?
it is. No, I'm not. Well, I've been once and I stood up once.
That doesn't
Okay.
count.
For about 3 seconds.
No, probably
but
not.
I was pretty proud.
Thanks very much indeed. Now let's remind you of the main headlines here in the West Country this evening, and a woman from Somerset.
Well, that's it from all of us this evening, and I'll be back though with the late news. That's at the usual time of 10:30.
Now we'll hand you to Mary Nightingale as the ITV News continues. Whether you're heading to Boardmasters or to the fireworks, have a lovely evening. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.